Hello, good day everyone, and today we will be studying the roots of a quadratic equation. But before that, let's try to recap what we had last time. So, I think we had the quadratic equation. The quadratic formula, right? So, let's try to write again the quadratic formula. That's x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Okay, there. All over. Make sure that it is in between 2a. So, quadratic formula, right? Okay. In getting the discriminant, all we need to do is to look for our quadratic formula. What is inside the radical sign? What is inside our radical sign? So that's b squared minus 4ac. So this will be our formula in getting the discriminant. Again, what is it again? In getting the discriminant, all we need to do, or the formula will be discriminant is equal to what is inside the radical? That's b squared minus 4ac. Okay? So don't forget that. That is the formula in getting the discriminant. But before that, I made here a table. Okay, let's try to see if our d here is discriminant. If the d is greater than 0, okay, greater than 0, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And a perfect square, meaning the nature of the root is real, rational. When you say rational, that's including fraction or decimal, and unequal roots. And here, the discriminant is also greater than 0 but not a perfect square. So meaning it is real still but irrational. Irrational are those negative inside the square roots, numbers that has square roots, and unequal roots. And d is equal to 0, so this is real, rational, and unequal roots. So for example, the perfect square trinomial, yeah, that's d is equal to 0. And d less than 0, so no real roots. So less than 0, probably that's negative. So if it's greater than 0, so the discriminant is positive. But if it's less than 0, so that's negative. Okay? Are we clear, everyone? So let's have an example. Number 1. Let's have x squared minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Okay? All we need to do is the very first thing to identify or to look is for your A. Oh, I know you know this already. Our B and our C. Okay? What is our A? A is 1. Our B is negative 10. So here, people, remember A is the quadratic one. Our B, don't forget the sign. And then our C is the constant. So that's 25. Okay? After that, the formula. Write the formula. I will be writing again so that I will not forget this. Okay? And then substitute. So D, what is our B again? So that's negative 10 squared minus 4. What is our A? 1. And our C is 25. Okay? So there. Negative 10 times negative 10. So that's 100, right? So let's write here 100 minus 4 times 1 is 4, right? Times 25. So that's 20. Sorry, that's 100. So our D, 100 minus 100, so that's 0. So look at our table. If the discriminant is equal to 0, what is the nature of the roots? So it's real, rational, and equal roots. So I've said earlier that if the discriminant is 0, so this is a perfect square trinomial. Let's try to see if it's perfect square trinomial. Yeah, it is. So we have here, let's try to write the nature of the root. So this, I will highlight it and put here, this is real, rational, and equal roots. Got it? Got it, everyone? So let's have another example. We'll move it here. Okay. Okay, number 2 example. Okay, let's have 2x squared minus 5x is equal to 0. Again, first step, identify first your A, B, and C. What is your A? It's 2. Our B, negative 5. Our C, what is our C? C is 0. Then, what is the formula for our discriminant? So that's B squared minus 4AC, right? So, what is our B? Negative 5 squared minus 4. What is our A? That's 2. What is our C? 0. So D, negative 5 times negative 5. So that's positive 25. So this one, 4, negative 4 times 2. That's 8 times 0. So that's 0. So our D is, so this is minus 0. So D is equal to 25. So is it greater than or less than? So obviously this is greater than 0. So what is it again? If it is greater than 0, so if it is greater than 0, but greater than 0, but what is this? Is this a perfect square number or not a perfect square? Obviously, it is a perfect square number. So it says here again, if the discriminant is greater than 0, and a perfect square, so this is a real, rational, and unreal root. So let's try to write it here. This is real, rational, and equal roots. So hope you guys learned something today. God bless you.